It's been a while. Happy Friday. I'm Aaron Gibson, and this is Soul Man Live. Wait, I got to switch it over here first. We're back to Jurassic Park. We're working with all the switches, and here we go. This time it'll work. Hopefully. See you guys soon.
Well, now he's coming. Well, now he's coming. He's your man on a mission. Lord knows he's got that ambition. He's that lonely midnight rider. He's that lonely midnight rider. He's walked hell a survivor. He's walked hell a survivor. He's that soldier that every spirit deserves at their side. He is your soul man, soul man. A soul man, soul man, a soul man. A soul man is on his way. A soul man is on his way.
Step into the floor. Let's roll. Got my groove locked in, yeah, I'm taking control. Slide to the left, pop it low. Feeling that bass line, it's taking my soul. Let's go, oh, oh. Let's go, turn it up, let it blow, feel that glow. Hands up high like you just don't know. Say it loud now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Spinning like a vinyl, scratch that beat.
world spinning on this funky ride. Scratch that record, let the future collide. This is our moment, nowhere to hide. Let's go, let's go, oh, oh, let's go. Turn it up, let it blow, feel that glow. Hands up high like you just don't know. Say it loud now, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Maybe it's an arrow at the bottom.
Why would you do that? It's time. Oh, yeah. Hashtag space for craps, yo. No, I'm not gonna turn back now. Just keep plugging now, let's go. Gen X gonna give it to you. Pace by pace and brick by brick. Growing the foundation. Beastie Boys classic, hitting that, kick it. The road is treacherous, the mountain steep, needle point on the record, scratching that dope death beat. Summertime on the radio, making those boom boxes speak. Climbing every day towards that peak. A chunk of the elephant, bite by bite to eat. Hold on, I'm just getting started and gonna be here all week. No turning back now, no looking behind. Full throttle overdrive like a monster truck. I now seen the ripple, I'm sending into the pond. Not gonna sit stagnant, I'm stepping it up. I'm coming at with something you never thought of, a maple syrup sipper, throwing down the gloves, dropping lyrical prowess from the universe above. Just doing what any good soul does, building that hype, feeding that noise, that Canadian adamantium mixed with that FAFO mystery alloy, outlast, outwit, and outpoise. No turning back now, no looking behind. Full throttle overdrive like a monster truck. I now seen the ripple, I'm sending into the pond. Not gonna sit stagnant, I'm stepping it up. Tracks grown on fire now, people losing their minds in the rows. Magnitude jumping right off the scales. Radioactive phoenix on cue to explode. Let this fuel that adrenaline, that psyched up momentum grow. Don't bother taking a seat, this is the Soul Man live show. Do it up, Soul Man. No turning back now, no looking behind. A full throttle overdrive like a monster truck. I now see the ripple, I'm sending into the pond. Not gonna sit stagnant, I'm stepping it up.
In the still of the night, a shadow starts to rise. Soul man alive, back to set the world alive. He's seen the heartbreak, felt the pain so deep, but now he stands for others he will keep. He walks the streets where sorrow used to reign, with the fire in his heart, a newfound strength to gain. The sun-finding sounds of his soul start to play, a piano's gentle keys guiding his way. He looks upon the faces filled with woe, and he knows he's got a purpose, a story to show. His passion burns like a never-ending flame, to heal the broken hearts, to ease the pain. He's been through the valleys, climbed the highest hills, faced the demons, but his spirit never chills. Now he's back, a force that can't be tamed, to bring some hope where there was only shame. Soul man alive, he's standing strong, setting the night sky on fire. All night long, his voice like gospel, ringing out so clear, a powerful sound banishes all fear. He's here to heal the heartbreak, spread some love with his pop soul blend, a gift from above, the thin energy that he brings around makes the whole world start to turn around. Every step he takes, he leaves a mark, a symbol of his journey. In the dark, his eyes are fixed on those who need a friend. He'll be there till the very end. The melodies he sings are full of grace, a symphony of emotions on his face. The piano notes, they dance in the air as he shares his story, his pain and his care. He's not alone, he's got the spirit by his side, a guiding light that will never subside. He's on a mission, a holy crusade, to make the world a better place, a new shade. He remembers all the times he felt so lost, but now he's found his way no matter the cost. His heart is open, wide as the sea, to embrace the broken, set them free. Soul man alive, he's standing strong, setting the night sky on fire. All night long, his voice like gospel, ringing out so clear, a powerful sound banishes all fear. Oh, oh,
And you need to know that I love it here. I love this place. And when you know I'm coming here, leave me alone. Don't bother me, because I'm having a good time.
Walking this long road has been no easy wrath. Wondering if my sanctuary would ever cross my path after a long time passed. This heart so scarred, trying so many times. Not enough real estate for another one. In the sand I've had to draw that line. The only struggle you face when you're out there all alone is missing that fleeting feeling of having someone who wants you to come home. I've given it all, however this soul knows defeat. Better off on my own, somehow a heart still continues to speak. Quiet whispers on occasion now, I can hear that chest thump. I'm a man of quality and value, why at the end of the line am I left stumped? The only struggle you face when you're out there all alone is missing that fleeting feeling of having someone who wants you to come home. I really wanted to find you, honestly, every ounce of me did. Laughing on that front porch swing, remembering what it feels like to live. Not sweating the small stuff, coming together in moments of trial, seeing things through to the end, being able to cuddle quietly a little while. The only struggle you face when you're out there all alone is missing that fleeting feeling of having someone who wants you to come home. If one day you do start looking for me, I might be by that time blind. Look long and hard enough, my heart you might find. Till then I will sit contemplating in the universe. One might see this quiet, modest soul, forgetting what life with another could be. The only struggle you face when you're out there all alone is missing that fleeting feeling of having someone who wants you to come home.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this.
Exercise the demons, yo!
You ready for this? Here we go again. Bodies rocking the wave. Do it up, soul man. Heat waves radiating through your radio. Your feet shock waving the Richter scale. On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Track ripple in the airwaves tight. Fired up, Phoenix impact in the region. We make the change, make the stand. Here through hellfire in any season. We are the ones achieving bionic vision. Learning, growing, evolving. Embraced by the qualified at your table. Break down the walls, stigmas dissolving. Get ya! Break down the walls, stigmas dissolving. Yeah. Listen up, buttercup, don't get stuck. We know when we've had enough. Yeah. Mack truck hauling ass, not relying, try to live on another's luck. Climb through wet concrete muck. Gone through enough adversity. Wiser now, make that badass strut. Respect the boundaries, or emotions are gonna get honesty's cut. Track ripple in the airwaves tight. Fired up, Phoenix impact in the region. We make the change, make the stand. Here through hellfire in any season. We are the ones achieving bionic vision. Learning, growing, evolving. Embraced by the qualified at your table. Break down the walls, stigmas dissolving. Spinning up, wizard track, soul man live. Watching your back. Magnificent souls, not someone else's stats. Phenomenal power within, vulnerabilities impact. Hearts loaded, lighten the path with struggling facts. Rise up, stronger, wiser, vision, elite and stack. Truth is your heroes that deserve this spotlight. Life's too short, gotta celebrate every day. Igniting an explosion in the darkness of night. Track ripple in the airwaves tight. Fired up, Phoenix impact in the region. We make the change, make the stand. Hit through hellfire in any season. We are the ones achieving bionic vision. Learning, growing, evolving. Embraced by the qualified at your table. Break down the walls, stigmas dissolving. Soul Man Live. Shout out Nick, never in control. Coffee chats with Melissa Houston. Just chats with Jackie Hallberg. Leslie Flowers, mind over matter. Mondays, Sister Sam and Donnie. Track ripple in the airwaves tight. Fired up, Phoenix impact in the region. We make the change, make the stand. Hit through hellfire in any season. We are the ones achieving bionic vision. Learning, growing, evolving. Embraced by the qualified at your table. Break down the walls, stigmas dissolving. Yeah. Stigmas dissolving. sometimes in this world. There's souls that lift you from the ground. They don't look for anything in return, just fill you up with amplified sound. Oh, here he comes with rhythm moving his feet. That spirit that fills the heart, igniting you on the best day of the week. Hyping it up and revving the crowd. Big burly hugs worldwide, silently struggling, lifting the shroud. Set off the fireworks, illuminate the stage lights. Value in all the souls he meets. It's time for Mr. Friday Night. Didn't earn his rank through desire for greed or for fame. Standing true for the real people left out there. A reminder that one can overcome pain. He's your soul man, building you up to shake that beat. Pushing that spotlight onto others. A late night spirit, making that week complete. Set off the fireworks, illuminate the stage lights. Value in all the souls he meets. It's time for Mr. Friday Night. Just trying to fill those cups with a green Hulk heart. Giving back to those sharing kindness, bringing others together from worlds apart. There he goes running into those studio doors. Time to electrify everyone's Friday. What surprises tonight does he have in store? Set off the fireworks, illuminate the stage lights. Value in all the souls he meets. It's time for Mr. Friday Night. Doesn't matter any day of the week, he's making every day Friday night. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now cue the music and make that world bright. Set off the fireworks, illuminate the stage lights. Value in all the souls he meets. It's time for Mr. Friday Night. To the one. Race for liftoff. The rafters are coming undone. Exercising the system, but different perspective, a different view. Delivering that universal joy that's long overdue. 'Cause if you hear me, psych up the mode. This is Aaron Gibson, Soul Man, live fight. Gladiator, Hulk heart ready to explode. Q-box with speakers blasting, funkin' relaxing, pumping in the air. That pounding in your chest, emitting from within. Cue the trumpets in your solar flare. Momentum growing like a titan's wrath. Crowd building it up now. It's time to broadcast. Your photo Cue the trumpets in your solar flare. Here comes the intro with the soul style beat. The wait is all over now, igniting the phoenix is what we see. As if you hear me, psych up the mode. This is Aaron Gibson, Soul Man Live. Gladiator, Hulk hard, ready to explode. Groovy jukebox with speakers blasting, funky Leslie pumping in the air. That pounding in your chest, emitting from within. Cue the trumpets in your solar flare.
Okay, that was creepy. Don't know where that came from. Hi everyone, welcome back to Aaron Gibson's Soul Man Live. I am, of course, your host, Aaron Gibson. Great to see you all. Oh my God, the energy tonight. So much to talk about, so much to do. Good news is we've gone back to old school principles here on Soul Man Live. So we're going to be taking our time tonight. We've got a beautiful and fantastic spirited special guest that's been patiently waiting in the background, and hopefully I've kept her entertained, showed her a little bit of my country skills, hopefully represent a little bit of Texas, yo. Okay, before I get all squirrely here because of so much energy surging to my brain, first and foremost, happy birthday to Jen Lynn. I know it is her birthday today. She also just had a book launch. The other day was Wednesday. I don't know. Soul Man has been going all over the place. Yes, I referred to myself in the third term, but that's because I am so all over the place for real. Thank you to everybody in the comments. I see you, Leslie Flowers, Donald Baker, Tanya Davis. We've got Kinga out there, and all these names that I start rhyming off. I see Noni out there earlier. I gotta say, thank you for springing me from the link clink. Hashtag LinkedIn clink. If you know what that means, it means that I just recently, when I was down in Texas, experienced something new and adventurous. Apparently there's been a change, or from what I've heard, different feedback that it's been in place for some time now. So everybody out in the audience right now, if you are fearful about your commenting points on LinkedIn, please, you are more than welcome to hop on over to YouTube at Aaron Gibson SML. All right, you can comment there as much as you want without having to worry about that. I simply attended a live and was my normal self. There was somebody up there was kind of attacking a host, and I was trying to politely kind of pull pull one individual down because he was getting pretty aggressive with Joshua Lee, and I'm sorry, I'm going to stand up for my friends when I see them facing a little bit of turmoil when they're trying to do their lives. And it was a great quality live. I was blown away by it. He did so phenomenal on it. So yes, as soon as it happened, everybody, I know that it wasn't really controlled by the events, but man, it did feel like that literally I was busted out of the LinkedIn clink. So many people showed up and commented, and we had a great laugh about it. So again, I just like to let everybody know, like, if you are concerned about that, if you've done a lot of commenting this week and you want to make sure that you're fully engaged with the show, please hop on over to YouTube. You can make as many comments as you want there, and then pop back to LinkedIn if you want. Donald Baker's doing it, and I know Melissa Houston does it. Speaking of Melissa Houston Coaching and Consulting, coffee chats with Melissa Houston. Oh my God. The girl is on fire. Just had to give a shout out to my wheels. And of course, a big shout out to, of course, her and her colleague, Jackie Halberg, with Emotional Women. I know that, they've got some big things coming down the line with that. And everybody is anxiously awaiting. And we are more than ready to wait for that because, again, when they are together, if you caught their live, such an amazing time. All right. I just got a few more things that we're going to get through, and then we're going to start talking about our special guest. Of course, this Monday, I literally, I think it was Monday, but and I hope she allows me grace. But I woke up the most beautiful way the other day, which was a shout out from Leslie Flowers. is the most beautiful thing that I've received in quite some time. Just giving back and paying it forward and giving me a shout out and thanks for everything that I'm doing to help the community and help everybody out there, helping people one-on-one. I know that I've been doing a lot of different projects for a lot of different people. I've been making a few gifts for a few certain people, and there's been a lot of work that's happened over this past summer fall production time, and I just gotta say thank you to all of you that have attended, are here this evening, and just making the show what it is grown to be. And of course, before we kick off the show, we've got to give that healthy disclosure that this is Aaron Gibson Soul Man Live. It is by no means medical advice or reference. It is simply the sharing of journeys. And if you yourself are out there silently struggling and you can find something from this person's amazing journey that you can apply to your own world and start to make that change and reach out for that help, then that is what we are here to do. If you are also catching this for the first time and you are right now silently struggling at home, please know that there is a phone number that you can reach out to. It is 988 in Canada and the US and 999 in the UK. And I almost botched that because my first 3 digits, I shouldn't say it. No, I won't tell you what the first 3 digits of my phone number are. But I'll end up into more trouble there that way. All right. Thank you for that embrace. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I am, is it warm in here? Yes, 988. And, and Donald, you don't, yeah. Never mind. I'm watching the comments way too much here. Our special guest, I met quite some time ago, actually, and I had the privilege to go back because I was honored to actually write with her. And this, when we were doing the whole Zooms, and she knows how I am during Zooms. By the way, warning to the Legacy Chronicles. Shout out to my sister Nicole and Guy Galindo, who again, big burly hugs to her. Guiding Brilliant Publishers is got the next Legacy Chronicle coming out. I am honored and privileged to be in that. Please reach out to Nicole if you are interested in participating in that. It is an amazing opportunity. And just to share you what an amazing opportunity it was, this was my first time actually writing with, at that time, the Gifted Bipolar Writer, but now it is Guiding Brilliant Writers Publishing House. I almost botched against this. I don't know what's going on. I think this is way too much energy. But anyways, please, these books are still available online on Amazon. We do have another book coming up again with the Legacy Chronicles, and I'm so blessed to work with so many familiar faces and a lot of new faces. And I know that this special guest of ours will also concur to prepare yourself for the Zooms that I usually get involved in. And Sis is already cringing. I can hear her right now through the screen. Rachael, I almost screwed that up. Rachael Garnett. I need water. Here we go. There it is. Awesome. All right, we're refreshed. When we were writing, we got a chance to actually sit down one-on-one and have a quick little visit. It was quite some time ago, and I really bonded to her quickly in the fact that, again, she has walked a very unique world, struggled through some great adversities, and I hope that there's something, I know that there's a lot actually that you're going to have for takeaways on this to apply to your own world. She's a warrior. She's a survivor. She has gone through a similar struggle as myself to fight back and reclaim what is hers. And she is flourishing. She is a rock star right now on LinkedIn. She is showing up at events. She is making impact, and she is selflessly supporting others on LinkedIn as well, which is where we build this beautiful family. So, got my magic pen all ready. And without further delay or ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aliens from all planets around the universe, please welcome to our stage, Rachael Garnett. And, oh, wow. And I didn't have to remind you on mute. This is fantastic. Thank you.
I'm here.
Yay.
Okay. The light's okay.
Yes. It's hot. Is it hot in here?
It is.
Oh
I had
my
to turn the
gosh.
window unit on. I'm hot too.
Okay. What's the temperature currently now? And for those that don't know, Rachel is it Rachel or Raquel?
Rachel.
Rachel. Okay.
It,
I just
it's
want to make sure. I was pretty sure that's what we said during the Zooms, but I heard a friend of mine say your name like Raquel, and I was like, well, no, it's Rachel. Like
I'm
Rachel.
good with that too. Raquel
Okay.
is really pretty, so whatever.
I know a few Raquels, but we're making it clear for tonight. So you
Yes,
are
Rachel.
in the Texas area. What is the current temperature down there?
It is 90 degrees and it's 7:33. So it was cool when you were here and kind of throughout the week, but really humid and muggy today.
Well, that was yeah, that was quite cool. I was gifted though the one day that I was at the airport when I was kind of hanging out there for about 3 hours. And if I had known that you were in that area, it totally slipped my mind when I was there to actually reach out to you.
No
But I was sitting
worries.
out there and I was tanning. I was tanning out in front of DFW. It was so glorious, and the humidity. It was like I got off the plane and just kissed my skin, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm home." How did this happen? This is Texas. This is nowhere close to my
Yeah.
home, but I love this heat and I love the humidity. So I'm so thankful.
Well, and I always have this like kind of greasy glow from the humidity.
It's called glisten. I learned.
It's called
I learned it.
glisten.
You are
There
glistening.
you go.
You're
I'm glistening.
glistening.
I'm luminescent.
So for everybody that doesn't know you as well as I do, please, Rachel, take a moment, introduce yourself to the Soul Train that's out there watching us.
Okay, first I want to say happy birthday to Jen Lynn. So happy it's your birthday. Matthew's birthday was yesterday. He's 23. I married a much younger man. Anyway, so his birthday. So happy birthday, Jen Lynn. I hope it's the best year ever. And let's see. So I'm Rachael Garnett, and Kinga is here tonight, I think. And roundabout, I met you through Kinga. Kinga was part of one of my networking groups here in DFW. And she, as soon as I joined, she, posted a message that somebody was looking for an author. It was Nick. And so that's how I ended up in that first book series with you. So People First Professional Networking Platform. I have mine right here. And it was going to be called something else, and I keep on wanting to call it that still. But so that was that. Yes, that was when we first met, and I had such a great time getting to know you and getting to know Nick, and then this just incredible community. And so anyway, I have been on LinkedIn now for, I guess, a little over a year. Actively, and it's just been wonderful. So right now I am a certified AI consultant, and I have done so many things in my life. If I just went through like all of my jobs, and I like to make things relate, so I'm trying to kind of pull everything together. But I really just got into AI when Midjourney came out, like that first version of Midjourney. And at the time, I was doing a lot of upholstery. I have a little upholstery business. I do it in my house. It's a really big, giant hobby. So I wanted to find something small. And a friend of mine was, making art on Midjourney, and I have a BFA in art. I've got a master's degree in art education. I used to be an art teacher. I love that. So I just became so fascinated with how to put words together to get the images that I want. And you're doing that, all these great videos and music and all the stuff that you're doing. It's putting the words together is a skill.
It is.
And it's something that you can learn. And at the time, there were no things about, prompts. This was even before Chat GPT came out. So, I'm just winging it. It's like, I do a lot of cat images. So when I started on Discord, there was an artist, and he said, pick an innocuous subject and do absolutely everything that you can with it. So of course I picked cats. And, it started with cats made out of wood, cats made out of glass, cats doing all of these different things. And through that, I really kind of developed my own style. But one of the really big wins when I first started was being able to get 2 cats instead of just 1 cat, or, because it was very limited. It would be, you do a person or a figure and it's always in the center of the screen. So getting like movement or, different things with composition. So fast forward, I was at kind of a soul sucking job. And to be honest, this was my second time at this job. And I don't know why the first time sucked and the second time sucked. So, but I did a whole lot of good there. And so then ChatGPT came out in 2022, and it really just saved me because I was doing so much. I had overnights at work, and so I started using chat. And then Matthew and I, we both left our jobs. I ended up, we started this business. We were going to sell tech, which was not my thing. And I was in Las Vegas. Gosh, I think this was almost 2 years ago. And I met, no, I don't know, a year and a half.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's
Yeah.
We've got so much and I am like, you and I are in the same wavelength right now, because I'm like, oh yes, all the things. The style things back. Hold on, because there was
Okay.
First off, let's like right out of the gate, let's hit on AI, because you hit on something again that you and I think have gotten through the same way when it comes to discovering AI. Is how. So when you first started off, how were you engaging? Did you find that there is like a whole new like AI language? Do you feel like there's another AI language that you've got to in order to communicate with AI to get it accurate, that you're having to change the way that you normally communicate?
Absolutely. And that's why I say it's a skill, because like most people are used to like typing something in Google, talking to Google, it's like 9 words, asking it to do something. We're looking something up. We want some information. We go to Wikipedia. Large language models are not that. They are, they're like computers. They learn. And so we really have to learn how to structure our words, structure our prompts, and all of those things to speak to it to get the output that we want. And it doesn't read minds. We also need to give it data. But yeah, I think in this world, we're really having to very quickly learn something new. And it is all about this writing, which is not coding, but it is code. That's the way it goes in. But words, yeah.
Absolutely hear you, and I love how you said that. It's like code. This is like a new way of SOS, and shout out to Melissa Houston. She also educated me on how to navigate or ask better right questions. And I found that as soon as when I first started off writing music, right, I started off bare minimum. I let the AI spit out music to me, and I listened to it, but I was like, this still sounds too robotic. And that's when I was like, oh God, you know what? I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to try writing my own lyrics, which I never even thought of could be conceivable. I knew that I needed to move away from obviously copyrighted music, create my own so that we can air on YouTube and anywhere else without worry of that, and be honor and respectful of that. But like, as soon as I put in my lyrics, and again, I've heard other people say it too, and I've done it, which is treat your AI like another entity, not like another human
person.
being, but another
not like
person.
A human,
yeah.
But yes, it's not human. It's not a people. But yes, talk to it like you would talk to a human.
Yes. Sorry, I had to hit on that because I was like, oh God, am I going through the same thing as you? Is this what's going on? And do you ever get times where like I usually say Friday's giving me some sass, right? It's like I've put in the lyrics I feel really good, really confident, and then Friday goes like, nah, I'm just not cooperating today. I'm just going to give you something. And I listen to it. And there's times where I've gone over to some songs that I've played here tonight were over 500 attempts to create. because
Wow.
I don't have the ability with Friday at this point in time to actually go back and change certain parameters. It's like I can't go back and it's like if I hear a song and it's like, oh, you know what, like keep this, this, and this, but lose this and change these words. It won't do that yet. Right. So there's still again some evolvement that has to go on. So we're gonna
So
move now.
it
Go ahead.
won't do that in your music AI?
No, I won't allow me. Like I can optimize the work, but it still changes it. I can never
Okay.
get it back to that original source at this point in time with the software I have. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm
No,
hoping that evolves, with
it
time.
there are days that I think it is terrible. And I have so many like custom GPTs that I've written for myself and clients. So it's, all the data, all the information, all the training. And I'll just be like, what's wrong with you today? Sometimes they update the language model. I think that makes a difference. You know what? It's AI. It's not perfect. That's the fun thing
Right?
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not
It is
perfect.
almost as much error. It's humans error. It errs just as much. Okay, so we're going back to
Yeah.
Vegas. We're going to zoom forward again because I stopped you off at Vegas because I just wanted to dive into that AI aspect because we're gonna talk a little
Okay.
bit more about the AI a little bit later. But I want to get onto your journey because you guys married in Las Vegas, was it? Or
No, I was just in
just
Las
gone to
Vegas.
Vegas?
Yeah, I was just in. So, I was really, okay, so I was at this job and, you've heard me talk a lot about, having Lyme disease and having to close my estate sales business that I thought that I would have forever. And just a bunch of other things. My entire life, I have, I've had chronic depression, um, attention deficit, like kind of the problem child. The attention deficit, I've always loved. Like it is one of the best parts of me, And but there
Superpower.
were some. It is, and there were some changes that happened neurologically with the Lyme disease. But anyway, I had been just in this terrible funk for some years. And I was at this job and I was really just asking myself, why am I doing this? I am a valuable person. I'm good at what I do. I want to serve people. I want to help people. And how can I do that? And so I started sort of on a journey to get back to self. And part of that was hypnosis. So because I have to make a job of everything, it was like the upholstery started as a hobby. And then it was like, oh, I've done my own furniture now. So I can make money doing other people's furniture. It's always, always turns into how can I make money with this? So there's a guy, Dom Berticini. I think I'm saying his name correctly. He's all over like Facebook and YouTube. He teaches hypnosis. And so I went to this hypnosis seminar that he had in Las Vegas a few years ago. I had never done anything like that. I spent $5,000. I'd never spent $5,000 on myself. Like that was like such a huge amount of money. And I was there for, I think it was 3 or 4 days. I had the best time. I met another guy named Marshall Silver, who I think is fabulous. And so a while later, Dom is giving another like 5-day hypnosis thing. And then the next week, Marshall Silver was doing a seminar thing, and I had a free ticket to that. So went to Dom's deal, and it turns out it was a certification thing. So I was there for a whole week, ended up getting certified in hypnotherapy. And then the next week, I went to go see Marshall Silver, and my AI mentor, Jeff Hunter, was there, and he spoke, and it was just like the aha moment. After the day was done, I ran up to the room, I called Matthew, and I said, oh my gosh, we can have an AI business and help other people the way that AI has helped me, because it really helped me in that last job, like when Chat and Claude came out. And so that's really how that started. So I went through Jeff's
Okay, hold on.
certification program. Yep.
Hold on. For those that aren't, so for somebody that's watching this for the first time and has never heard of hypnotherapy, what are some of the benefits to actually going to hypnotherapy? What are some of the things
So
you go for, and those that have actually seen success from it? You were obviously one of them, but what are some of the things that if somebody's exploring that avenue, what are they looking to benefit from?
So for me, there was I was going to therapy, and because it seems like all of the therapists that I go to, I will go for one thing, and they get so stuck on my childhood with my mom
Mm.
and all of the abuse and the things, and I say that I love my mom. She did the best that she could. I've been I was a crack addict. I was a drug addict for a very long time. And so I've been sober for over 26 years. My mom was a drug addict and an alcoholic. And it was during that time a long time ago when I got sober and I went through the 12-step program and I made all my amends. And so I really truly forgave her a long time ago, and I can go into a whole story about that.
I
But
yes.
yes,
You
so
you go where
everyone,
you want to go. I'm here just to we're walking down the rabbit hole and we're gonna
okay,
venture around and we touch on the things that you want to touch on. We don't go too deep. And for you and I, again, not everybody knows this. I had an alcoholic father. So you and I kind of connected in that fashion where again, alcoholism had played a kind of a big role in how we were going to turn out. And we could have
yeah,
gone into that next avenue. But without further delay, go
we
on
we
to where
could
you were going. Yeah, go
we
into
could.
the next.
So
Yeah.
so again, I've found, and that is all of that is someplace that I didn't necessarily want to go. And at that time when I was going to the therapy, she was wanting me to connect with my inner child, and it was so difficult for me. Like little Rachel, I couldn't feel it. I was like, what's wrong with me? And so I started doing some hypnotherapy, really some like really deep meditations. Like, oh my gosh, like having a conversation with God meditations, like absolutely incredible. So I think for me, one of the really great benefits of hypnotherapy is rather than talking through all of that stuff, you can really go down into the root of where something started. And um, it might have started with my grandmother or my great grandmother, or maybe in a past life, but it helps to really go back and find the source of, what the issue is and clear that out. And for me, that's been the biggest benefit. I have not used it to lose weight. I have not used it for, things like that, but I really did have used it to um, just move past all of that trauma and go to the root of those things so that they can be cleared.
I hear it's a very, again, from the friends that I know have gone to hypnotherapy, and thank you for taking time to just share with everybody about that. I hear that I have never gone. I hear it's a very relaxing experience. And it's almost like you've been to the spa for a day. That's pretty universal across from them when they go for that experience. So thank you for sharing on that. And of course, again, talking about your addiction, and you have an anniversary coming up soon, is that not? Or did it just go by?
It
I
just
know
went
you
by.
yeah, I was gonna
August
say it
3rd.
was see, I knew I was close. I was like, she's
August
having a
3rd, 1998 was the day that just freaking changed my life.
so can I ask you a few questions about that? And it's what and we talked about it before, so we're gonna walk gracefully and with respect, of course. Um, what was that pinnacle kind of moment for you to understand that you needed to reach out? What was that key signal that something was wrong and you needed to do something?
So I had been an addict for probably since my sophomore year of high school. Um, I was arrested for possession in college. I had 5 years deferred adjudicated probation, which, just so you guys know, that actually does stay on your records. Every job that I've had, you know, I tell them because, and of course it was in, a long time ago, but, um, that stuff doesn't go away. Anyway, oh, Aaron, I'm so sorry. Hold
No,
on one second.
you take your
My,
time.
the plug came out of my computer and it's telling me that it's on low. Anyway,
if you want, take a few seconds. This is Jurassic Park. This stuff happens. We got you. Take your time. Get everything plugged back in. We'll resume when you get back.
Let me find it. I'm so sorry, people.
Oh, no apology. You know what? My sister Nicole says that all the time, and I'm like, why are you saying sorry again? There's no apologies here.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to go under my table now.
And while she's doing that, we're going to give you this commercial break. See, I was trying to psych you all out that the screen was frozen, but we're going to keep you guys entertained. For those of you, big shout out to Skilled Trades until Rachel gets back. Big shout out to Skilled Trades. I just want to let everybody know that if there is anybody in the hydronics section and in Brampton, Ontario, there is a job opportunity at Ream. Please DM me about that. Other big shout outs coming out. Of course, we did talk a little bit earlier about it. Jen Lynn just had a book launch and a release. And we also have, again, the next legacy book coming up, a letter to my family. Okay, sis, can you clarify? I've been in 3, so I do apologize for that. Anyway, it's the Legacy Chronicles. All right, we're still doing good here. And of course, we really like to take our time. Thank you, everybody, for your comments that are just shooting up. I have been trying to keep up with a kind of a squirrel eye over off into the corner. It is, it's been a challenge. You guys have thrown out a lot of comments. So thank you so much for being here tonight. And for, of course, being here to celebrate Rachel and go through her journey. By the way, this stuff happens all the time. Literally 2 minutes before Leslie Flower show, when I was visiting her in North Carolina, this kind of stuff happened, and we had no audio. So I literally had to run up to my. Oh, you're good. All right.
I'm good. I'm so sorry. So today
Oh God.
Yes, I'm back.
So good. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I just said, so go ahead.
So just today, my office has always been in the kitchen and the internet has been really poor. So I moved around so much furniture. I moved to the back room today where there's good internet I wanted to do it before this call. So still getting stuff set up. Anyway.
You are all good here.
Okay. So that moment, it's weird because can I be graphic or no?
Go ahead. Yeah.
So
this is a late night mental health talk show. If you go into the details that you want to talk about, that you feel comfortable talking about.
I didn't, I did like a lot of methamphetamine, a lot of cocaine, and I was with a friend who was smoking crack, and I was like, oh, I'll try it. And I remember when I tried it, I was like, God, this sucks. I don't feel anything. But in true addict fashion, because my body has an allergy to those things, and when that allergy goes off, it craves more. I was like, oh, let me do another. And so it very quickly escalated. I was working, I was spending all of my money, but I am an extremist. And so during that year, I had 3 overdoses. And the last one, I basically died. So we were doing, like, a friend of mine, we were doing so much. We were just like holed up in my apartment. It was gross. And he had to call the paramedics because I wasn't breathing. He said I turned purple. The paramedics came, they, put the things on me. They got me revived. They said, hey, you really need help. Come with us. We'll help you. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And after they left, the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to take another hit. And I was like, this is so messed up. This is wrong. And there was something in me that wanted to live. I mean, it was just a moment. And I was really I was on my knees. I was probably like looking for drugs on the floor or something. And, but I was on my knees and I asked God for help. And whatever your, belief in, universe, spirit, whatever. I asked it for help. And my life suddenly changed. I had a girlfriend who lived in Austin who she was an alcoholic. She had been sober. So the first thing I did is I called her, and she was the first person that I told like all the stuff that I was doing. And she said, don't do anything. I'm going to have somebody at your house in 30 minutes. And so about 30 minutes later, this wonderful man, Bobby Bethea, he's passed away. He had actually been on death row. I don't know how you get off of death row, but you do. He had one leg, a giant, jolly man. And he came in and he said, do you want to stop? And I said, yeah, I do. And he said, would you be willing to leave all of this behind and go to treatment? And I'm looking around my apartment that I'm probably going to get evicted from. I'm about to lose my car. Like I'm about to lose everything. So treatment sounded like a very good option. I had insurance at the time. It covered it. And so he let me pack a little bag. I called somebody to come get my cat and got on the plane. And I remember on the plane, I thought, I should get a drink on the plane. And then I thought, well, what if they don't take me if I had a drink on the way? And so that's really kind of how serious I was. I didn't want to not be able to go. And I also have not going to this treatment facility, La Hacienda in like the Hill Country was, I don't know. It was really, I looked at it as my only chance. And I know that a lot of people relapse. And I think relapse is the part of a lot of people's stories. I have been sober since that day. I think because I really wanted it. And, but I do remember the first time I heard that alcoholism and addiction are an allergy. Just like somebody might be allergic to, I don't know, peanut butter or something. And if you look an allergy up in the dictionary, all that is, it's an abnormal reaction. So my abnormal reaction to cocaine is when I take it in, it does all this weird stuff in my body, and it shows itself in the form of an allergy. And what that allergy looks like for us is that my body craves more to kind of soothe all the stuff that's going on. And when I learned that, and when I learned that it wasn't just that I didn't have enough discipline, it's like my best friend could do a couple lines and then she was done. And when she said she was done, she was really done. And so I just always thought, how does she have so much discipline that she's not doing more? So I think learning that was really big. But I did the treatment. They said, you know what, you're really messed up. We're going to send you someplace else for 90 days. And so I went to California to like an extended care, and then, came back home and I just got really plugged into people who were very much in the solution. And that's what I needed. And that's what I wanted. I actually met Matthew in AA. And our group used to go like take the message to a treatment facility. And then we would all go out to dinner. I thought he was very cute, but he gave me his phone number and I threw it away.
You could see as soon as and this is something I'll just mention where if you've never met Rachel and Matthew together, like there's a reason. Did you see that smile that crested her face as soon as she said his name? Like there is some love there that we're going to get into shortly here. So please continue. I just had to mention that.
Yeah, he's fantastic. And so Matthew gave me his phone number and I threw it away because I'm like, I'm not going out with these crazy AA guys. And, he was kind of persistent. He was very sweet. So I think that he asked me to marry him 3 weeks after we met or started dating. And then we were married like 3 months later. So Synergy. Yes. So, also during that time when I was at treatment, because I was very sick and we, like to gravitate to other people, I got pregnant. And so this is like, this guy just like really left the picture. And so I just thought, I'll be single and have this baby. I was, 28 years old and was kind of excited about it and was just ready to do, my mom had been a single mom, to be a single mom. And so Matthew said that because I guess I didn't look pregnant, I felt pregnant, But he said when he heard I was pregnant, that the first thought that he had was that he was going to have another baby in the house. Just so sweet. So anyway, we've got 2 boys, but he has just been just the most incredible dad to both of our sons. And yeah.
And a good
And
partner.
Micah, my older son, really, really loves him. Yeah.
Because you light up every time you mention him, and it's beautiful to see. It's great to see that still out in the world. All right, so
Yeah.
again, I know that this is the fall season premiere. I know that we've crested over, and I know that some have to get going there. So by all means, if you guys want to get going, you can. But you are welcome to also stay here. But I just want to make sure that you, Rachel, know that we're going to take a little bit more time here because
Okay.
we're not rushing off, and hopefully you have time because we still have something very special to share with you. So
Oh no, I'm here for the evening.
okay, groovy. We have lots of time.
As long as you want. Yeah.
All right, excellent. Well, we won't go too much longer, but there's just a couple one more other question that I want to get to, because again, you kind of answered the second one. Is once you did recognize it was a problem, where did you go with it? You've already answered that. So if you had, this is the last question, and I always change things up for the last question. If you had an opportunity to go back and give yourself one piece of advice early, what would that piece of advice what would it have been?
It would have been to not listen to the haters and believe in myself. There were I went to an all-girls school in Dallas. I was a boarder. And I remember wanting to go to NYU for school. And my college counselor saying, don't even apply. They don't want girls like you, and suggesting community college. And I listened to shit like that. And I didn't apply. And so there were a lot of things that I listened to that I would say, girl, go get it. What these people think of you doesn't matter.
That's phenomenal. Love it. And of course, you in yourself, and I'll say it because that's what I do around here, is you are a success story in itself. And that's where we start leading into your mental health break montage. And of course, your chapter spoke to me in a lot of different ways. Again, I could relate to a lot of different scenarios, but one thing that really stuck out to me was how you have that constant kind of piece of legacy sitting in your dining room.
The dining room table, yeah.
Yeah, and how anytime that you look at that, you can look at that table and go, I evolved. I'm here. I'm doing it. And you are every woman and the mom that you need to be to get where you're going. And you have been flourishing. I've watched a lot of your little segments, and I've seen your little outings, and of course watched your one segment on talking to AI, which if you guys haven't checked out her AI, you've got to take a look at it. It's super adorably cute. You're going to get a little sneak peek, of course, in her mental health break.
I can't wait to see this.
So without further delay, hold on, let's just change the screen up here a little bit. We're going to get things changed up so that when it pops up that everything goes well. That little piece of history should always remind you that every time that you walk in, and I know that you spoke earlier about it, that your therapists were like, oh, let's dive into your childhood. And it was funny because that was the vibe that I picked up, that I was going to go the opposite way of what your therapists were saying. I want you to look back at that childhood and look how badass you became and what you are accomplishing now.
Definitely.
Age. So without further delay or ado, welcome to your mental health break montage.
The corner of the kitchen.
Oh, hold on. See, the graphics that sometimes do that to me. I don't know. It's a little bug on StreamYard. But here we go. Round 2. Take 2.
In the corner of the kitchen where the sunlight used to play stands a dining room table, worn but holding memories every day. Mom left it behind, a silent legacy with stories
memories etched in wood grain, it's a part of family history. Once it held maps and dreams. Under starlit skies we'd gaze, planning adventures far and wide. In our own youthful ways, she'd point out constellations, teaching me the names of the stars. And now I see her wisdom shining through the scars. This table, a witness to our laughter and tears, a bond that time can't break. Through all of these years, from maps to crafts, it's seen our journey unfold. A reminder of her strength and how I've grown bold. Mom, your spirit lingers here in every scratch and seam. This dining room table, the heart of our dream. It became a craft haven where creativity would flow. Paint and glue, scissors and paper, memories in every glow. We'd make little treasures, each one a piece of our soul. And now I find my strength in the lessons she stole. From the times we laughed together to the quiet moments of reflection. This table held our conversations, our hopes and our protection. I remember the reminders pinned to its side, notes of love and encouragement that helped me stride. This table, a witness to our laughter and tears, a bond that time can't break. Through all of these years, from maps to crafts, it's seen our journey unfold. A reminder of her strength and how I've grown bold. Mom, your spirit lingers here in every scratch and seam. This dining room table, the heart of our dream. As I sit here alone, I can feel her presence near. The echoes of her laughter, the love that she held dear. This table is more than wood, it's a part of who I am. A symbol of her sacrifice and the strength of a woman's plan. Now I use it for new dreams, with my own little ones by my side. Passing on the legacy with love that will never subside. They'll learn about their grandma.
Oh my gosh.
You're a rock
So
star.
beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you
never
so much.
imagined-
Oh my gosh.
I never imagined a table until I looked at my own desk. And when I was coming up with the concept for your mental health break montage and reading your chapter, and I was like, yeah, there's a lot of history here. And it's
Yeah.
that constant little reminder that, you know what, that was just another notch in the belt, as it were. And look how far
Absolutely.
you've come, and look at the things you're doing. Like, tell everybody, of course, after we do your mental health break montage, we always ask what's new, what's big, what's happening, what's coming up next. Take a moment to share everybody that company, how do you pronounce it? Or is it Ease? Okay.
Ease
I was like,
AI.
A. I was gonna be
So-
like Canadian with it. I was Ace,
When we started the business, it was everything as a service, so EAAS. And then when we pivoted to AI, I just was like Ease AI because I had already had a bunch of stuff branded Ease. So anyway, so that's how that came. Anyway, you know what? So much stuff is happening. I've because I have about a decade in nonprofits and, almost every role, I have really kind of focused on helping nonprofits with AI. So I have a big nonprofit client coming up that is fantastic. And I've been speaking a lot here locally. Uh, Fort Worth we're a little behind Dallas, but in terms of AI, so I've been speaking a lot locally. I recorded another podcast on Friday. I don't know if the Rebel podcast, Michael Dargy, do you know him? He's in
No, hook a brother
Calgary.
up. You're gonna have to hook a
I'm
brother
so
up.
surprised that y'all don't know each other because you're both like so fantastic.
Oh,
Oh my
thank
God.
you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to connect you two. Anyway, I'm
Okay.
surprised that you don't know each other. So I recorded that, so that was pretty big. But I think one of the big things that I'm working on right now is I am have I'm a subcontractor for a company in California for AI consulting and training. So they asked, anyway, these people found me on LinkedIn. We did a couple interviews. They do technological training. They said, we don't have an AI trainer. Would you be interested in being ours? I was like, of course I would. And so there was a proposal request in Texas for 250 Texas municipalities. And it was a very vague request because none of the municipalities had asked for AI services yet, but they anticipated that they would. So, all of that grant writing for so many years, that skill came in handy. But I wrote myself a RFP, custom GPT, wrote a 50-page proposal, budget, all the things. And so I sent it to the company, and I didn't hear back for a few months. And I was like, okay, we weren't chosen. I had asked for the guy I was working with to let me know how I did, some constructive criticism. I never heard. And then, months later, I get an email, hey, we were chosen, we got the contract. So there were a few other companies chosen, so we're working on that. But in the meantime, I can't say the city, but it's a really giant city and county. They asked me if I would do the AI trainings for the city and county. So I'm in the process now. I'm writing 21 hours of AI curriculum. And I'm
This is awesome.
oh my gosh, I'm so excited about it. Because, I used to be an art teacher and I wrote all of my own curriculum then. And so being able to, I'm just kind of out there. One of the things that AI has really helped me with is because you have to prompt or write things a certain way and it's very structured, my thinking is improving in terms of becoming more structured or step by step. But doing all of this curriculum has been fantastic to put everything that I know about AI and also some new things that they've asked for that I've been studying into something like a lot of content that I would love to be able to use outside of that. But that will be, I think the city has 34,000 employees, and they sign up like 30 people in each class. So I think I'll be doing a lot of classes
This is
starting in
exciting, and I'm
September.
so happy for
Oh my
you.
gosh,
I like.
I'm so happy about it.
Oh, I just good job, just good job, and thank you so much for, of course, sharing your journey. We're not letting you go yet, though. Where can people get a
Oh,
hold of? Go ahead.
I do.
Go ahead,
I do
ladies.
want to say, if there's anybody in DFW or Kinga in Austin, a group of people somehow included me that we started the first AI networking group in Dallas Fort Worth. So it's called Mind a Machine DFW AI, and all these people are so smart. I don't know how I get in with all these great people, but I do. So whatever luck, destiny, who knows? But we have one of the big AWS guys. He's not with AWS any longer, but he's like coming from Palo Alto to speak at our group this month. So, and I spoke. We had a panel last month, and I spoke the month before that. So we're getting such great traction. It's such a great group. We were already nominated by the Dallas Observer as one of the best networking groups in DFW. So I'm hoping that we win. And it's just great. It's very different.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'm sending all the positive energy and big burly hugs that you can think of to make that happen. Manifest.
Manifest. Right? Yes.
Thank you so much. Where can people actually find you? Okay, so we know where your services are. Where are you? Are you on what other platforms are you on? We know that you're on LinkedIn. So, what other ones?
I'm mostly on LinkedIn. I'm also a little bit on Facebook. I am currently redoing my website, so you can go there, but it's like really under construction. But it's EAA Service, SERVICE.com. So EAA service.com.
Yep.
And then my LinkedIn, and then also Rachael Garnett on Facebook. But that's what LinkedIn is probably the best place to get in touch with me. And hopefully by the end of this weekend, this website will be done. My files were too big, so it's having trouble loading. So I've got to resize files.
Right?
Small
or
hurdle.
Is it yeah, I noticed that when I'm doing my AI, like again, that takes up a lot of data and I've got to convert my files. Of course, like once final video is done, I've got to convert it over to an MP4 because the standard file is just crazy. But we're getting into more AI talk. And I know there's other people out there that are itching to talk about that this weekend. So I don't want to step on their toes by any means. Thank you so much again for being here tonight, for being my fall season special guest, fall season premiere special guest, and sharing so much with us tonight and helping somebody out there that is possibly going through that same journey. I know that there was a lot that I took away from your story and your journey that I know is going to benefit a lot of people. So thank you from my heart.
Thank you.
And thank you from everybody here in the comments. I know it has been a long show. We are literally at over an hour. We're about an hour and a half now. So, but again, we're rolling with the flow here now. We're not rushing through this stuff anymore.
Can I say one last thing? So
absolutely.
I was I forget the show, but you had the thing on your stomach that was like cramps and you had it for the whole show. Yeah. And like every 10 minutes or so, you would go up to the highest level. And there was like a funny bit on a sitcom on TV and the guy's got it on his stomach. And I was like, oh my gosh, Aaron did that. And so anyway, I was thinking of you last night when I saw that, because I thought it was so awesome that you were having that female experience. And I so appreciate that of you.
And again, I highly, is super funny. And I know that my female counterparts don't think it's funny, but I think it's fun. Well, maybe they do think it's funny. So literally, no, I think that was the best experience that I have ever done to kind of relate to that, because now every time one of my female colleagues is like, yeah, Andy Flo's in visiting right now, all of a sudden my guts literally start to clench up now. I get sympathy cramps now every time. I'm like, oh, like, do you want... I wish I were there. I'd bring you, I call it, and again, with Grace, I call it a PMS kit, which is popcorn, movie, and a soda. So it's like, hey, what can a friend do? Here you go. Popcorn, movie, and a soda. Have a great night. If you need me, you know where to find me, kind of idea. All right. We're going to drop you back into the green room. Thank you so much again, Rachel.
Thank you so much.
We are going to
love you. You're amazing.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. And
thank you for the video.
Here. Yes, you will get your copy right after the show. All right. Hang out in that green room. We'll see you in a few seconds, right after we do the outro. Oh, wow. This is like super close. I don't know if I want... There we go. This is a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more purple wall. Thank you, everybody, for being here this evening, for celebrating the fall season premiere kickoff with Rachael Garnett. Please reach out to her. Please connect with her. I'm going to see if we can get her to put her links into the comments there, so that if people want to get a hold of her or her company, that you can do that. She is a fantastically gifted artist in the world of AI, and as we were talking earlier, there's a certain thing about learning to speak to your AI, and if both her and I can get through it, there's a possibility out there for you too. So please don't hesitate. And please, as she said, don't let anybody shoot you down. I started this show 3.5 years ago, never even thought of it, conceived of it. And look where it is now. It's helping everybody out there. And I hope that it has helped somebody out there this evening. So please, again, if you are out there and you are struggling with a mental adversity, please call 988 if you are in Canada or the United States. If you are in the United Kingdom, please call 999. We've got some fantastic, beautiful, and as always, amazing special guests coming up in the fall season premiere. We have next week Patricia Leader, my high school colleague from literally 40 years ago. You're going to get a chance to meet one of my childhood friends here on Soul Man Live, and we actually got a chance to visit one another this past summer. And we've got some footage and some fun stuff to share what we can. Anyway, some of it's copyrighted, some of it's not, but you can always find out on TikTok too if you're having any problems. Please, out there, take care of yourselves. Have yourself a safe and glorious weekend. We've got some amazing shows coming up. Of course, tomorrow night we have Nick Never in Control, the live show. We've got all as well Felipe and Melissa Houston, careers, chaos, and coaching. On Sunday morning, Omar is also having his season 4 premiere of Zoomoperty. Oh God, Omar, you're gonna shoot me. I apologize, brother. I'll get it right one of these times, and the Scottish tongue will finally get around it. Take care of one another out there, and without further delay, Friday, can you roll that outro? No, she can't. No, she's got to do it again. See, it's she just needs a second. It's all good. You got it. You've got it. All right, you just got to play it now.
This night, helping those in silent fight, sending hugs, big and tight. Shine your light, oh so bright. Spread love, make it right. Soul Man, you ignite. Open every heart, take flight. Spotlight on the broken soul, making wounded spirits whole. Embracing all, making them whole. Your kindness, a shining gold. Shine your light, oh so bright. Spread love, make it right. Soul Man, you ignite. Open every heart, take flight. Let your love be the guide. In you all fear subside. Together we'll stand with pride. Your warmth, a healing tide. Shine your light, oh so bright. Spread love, make it right. Soul Man, you ignite. Open every heart, take flight. Let your love be the guide. In you all fears subside. Together we'll stand with pride. Your warmth, a healing tide. Shine your light, oh so bright. Spread love, make it right. Soul Man, you ignite. Open every heart, take flight.
Have a safe and luminous weekend, you guys. Take care of one another out there. Bye. We're going to end things in 5, 4, 3, 2,